Hi, everyone. My name is Brianne with my ABA Mentor, and today we're going to be talking about outsourcing for ABA businesses how, when, and why. So, first, let's start out with what outsourcing is, and it is the business practice of hiring a party outside a company to perform services or create goods that were traditionally performed in house by the company's own employees and staff. So I have a surprise for you. You are already an outsourcing pro. So what do I mean by this? We outsource things all the time in our personal lives. And some common things might be your landscaping, your dog walker, if you've had something dry cleaned, or even called an electrician to fix something in your house. So you're already very familiar with how the process of outsourcing works, and it's really just about how do we apply that to our businesses. So why do we outsource? So this is a business strategy to cut business costs, and this can be done in areas such as salaries or for technology, or maybe it's human resources and for billing practices. And why do we want to cut costs? The ultimate reason is because we want to grow our businesses. And if you don't learn how and when to outsource, ultimately your business will suffer because being a small business owner, it's really very difficult to do everything yourself and to do everything yourself really well. And so at some point, you start to evaluate how you can improve, how you can make things inside your business better. And part of that evaluation, you will want to look at, is this something that I need to outsource? And so we're going to look at the question today: how do you know when, how, and what to outsource? So, first is going to be when to outsource. And the first reason that you might consider outsourcing is if you are losing money doing it yourself. And there could be a variety of reasons of why this is happening. And most often, this is the number one complaint that people have, is that if somebody else did it, they would be capturing more money. And that might be a reason for you to start looking at, should I outsource this service or not? Second, you may not have time to do it yourself. Especially if you are a brand new business or you're a very small business, it is very difficult to have time to do everything. And you need to establish partnerships that will help your business grow and have the same end goal as you in growing your business in order to make you be successful long term. And it's very, very difficult to do everything yourself. And you really should look at this as a potential option. Number three, you can't find the right staff. So if you are wanting to do something in-house, there are times that you won't be able to find the right staff to do it. And that can be for several different reasons. If someone is not doesn't have the right set of skills, or maybe you're having a difficult time hiring because you're doing all the hiring and interviewing yourself, or number four, maybe you can't pay for the right staff. And having a staff member comes with more expenses than just the payroll. There's training that goes into a staff, there are taxes, there's benefits, all of those things that you need to be paying out in order to retain that staff and keep that staff long term to do this job. Number five, the execution of the job is inefficient. As a business owner, you will start to better understand how efficiencies within your operations becomes more and more important. And it will start to affect every area of your business in addition to how profitable you can be. And there are times that you are going to have to consider, if there is an area of your business that you're not executing efficiently, that maybe it's the best choice to outsource that part of your business so that you know that it's getting done and it's getting done correctly with people who are competent and able to complete that part of the job. Next is how to outsource. And this is just kind of a basic formula to look at. Number one, identifying the area you need help with and looking at all the different things that you're doing and deciding, where are my priorities? Where can I improve my business with outsourcing? The next thing will be to find the right company. So, when you're looking to outsource, you want to make sure that you find the company that is the best fit for you. And that goes along with having the same values, the same goals of a high level of customer service, and making sure that that company upholds the same level of service that you would do if it was you doing it yourself. And so, really take the time to learn the company, research the company, and make sure that that is going to be the right fit for your business. Number three, it has to make financial sense. And there's always going to be a cost benefit analysis that you will need to do when outsourcing. And you want to make sure that whatever direction you choose makes sense for your business long term financially. Otherwise, there's really no benefits to outsourcing a part of your business if you could just do it yourself and not lose any money. So, number four, sign the right contracts. Once you do have a company and you know what service you want to outsource, you want to make sure that everything that is discussed is in your service contracts. And a good contract is designed to protect both yourself and your business and them as well. So just go through it really well and make sure that everything is in writing and you are very clear on your understanding of what that company is going to provide for your business. Number five, you need to maintain a working relationship with the company that you choose to outsource with. And they also need to maintain a working relationship with you. So, this is a partnership at the end of it all. And you both need to work together in the same goals of, providing high quality of care, being seamless with your operations, and have it be making financial sense. And as things change with your business, because they always will, you want to make sure that you are able to go to that outsource company and they can help or adjust, to make you guys both successful. The next question is what to outsource. And really, the reality is any third party service that will help you grow your business, because that is your ultimate goal, is to grow your business, be profitable, and help more and more families and more students reach ABA services. And so all the areas that you have in your business, you can decide what is going to be best for you to perform, who you're going to hire, and who you're going to outsource. So, we're going to talk about a couple examples of outsourcing through my ABA mentor, who provides fieldwork supervision for ABA students. And the first example here, we're going to talk about Matthew. So, Matthew is a local ABA business owner who wanted to improve staff retention by offering students fieldwork supervision. He started with 2 students, but because he had a BCBA resign, he had to pick up some supervision shifts, increase his social media marketing to hire, and begin holding interviews several times a week. Because of that, Matthew was now only able to meet 2% of his students' required hours until his BCBA was replaced. This is a common thing that happens out in the field, is as small business owners, we have to do a lot of different things and spend our time in a lot of different areas. And when something shifts inside of the business, so do our responsibilities. And so for someone like Matthew, he had a BCBA and everything was going well. And then that BCBA resigned. And then, his responsibilities shifted to more supervisions. Now he has to hire, do all these things. And unfortunately, that affected his students that he's providing supervision for. So, what could have been different with outsourcing to my ABA mentor? One, maintaining the fieldwork program. So, because we work in parallel and in partnership with ABA providers, we are responsible for making sure that that fieldwork program continues no matter what responsibilities shift for that business owner or for that supervisor. Number two, he can focus on business operations without worrying about his students. So that is a lot of level of freedom that Matthew will have, knowing that he doesn't need to worry about whether or not the students are going to continue their field work. And he can shift and move and be as flexible as needed while we are going alongside his practice and elevating his students. Number three, he also has a better chance of staff retention with a successful fieldwork experience. So, from the perspective of these students who just got their supervision cut down to 2%, what is the ramification of that long term? Are they going to maintain their program? Are they going to find a new job and start somewhere else? Are they going to have, a bad taste in their mouth because of this practice that wasn't able to fulfill their hours? A lot of things can happen there. Next is Sabrina. So, Sabrina, a local behavior analyst, started a center in her hometown. She was eager to begin offering fieldwork supervision for her students because she was passionate about training. Sabrina had one student, Kayla, but didn't take the proper steps in planning her experience hours. Kayla quit her job and the fieldwork program halfway through because there wasn't enough unrestricted opportunities provided. Sabrina was in breach of their contract and did not recover the cost of the training she provided. This is also another common situation that people find themselves in, is that there's a lot of opportunity for restricted hours and not a lot of opportunity for unrestricted hours. And it really takes a lot of time and planning by that supervisor or the business owner who is facilitating the supervision to get that unrestricted hour time in. And what we see a lot of times is that the supervisor will just kind of randomly send the student to different opportunities, but it's not in a cohesive start to finish process. And so what that results in is a lot of gaps in training, a lot of misunderstanding of when things are supposed to happen, and it really just creates a lot of confusion for the student without it being very structured and making sure that you are going through step by step everything that that new student needs to know. And so, what could have been different? Sufficient restricted and unrestricted opportunities, which we are managing and we are able to maintain over the course of the full supervision time. And then also retained Kayla throughout her fieldwork and upon passing her exam. Why? Because she wouldn't have had to quit, because there were plenty of opportunities for her to collect those unrestricted hours. And all in all, number three, avoiding a financial loss. So, unfortunately, that training comes with time and expense. And if that individual, doesn't pay for their hours or quits halfway and then they, have an issue about the hours that they did receive, it could result in a financial loss for the business. And that is the last thing that you want to happen inside of your business. So, right now, we are offering a free financial evaluation at my ABA Mentor, and taking all of this into consideration and seeing how much we can save you on outsourcing your fieldwork supervision. So, again, we provide fieldwork supervision. We partner with companies like yourself, and we are managing and making sure that all the field work is maintained and all the hours are accrued, and we do all of the supervision for you. And we can save you a lot of money and a lot of time by partnering with us. And so we are doing a promotional free financial analysis. You can scan the QR code or you can go to the link that's in the description, and we'd be happy to help you. And it'll just be a couple questions about your practice and about your students. And then we can get back to you and schedule a time to review just how much money you can be saving by outsourcing your fieldwork. So we hope to hear from you soon.